Hello, everybody. My name is Connor Lynch, the Director of Original Content with Westwood Media Center. We are proud to be partnering with the Council on Aging to provide virtual programming through our cable channels and online to keep seniors engaged throughout the coronavirus pandemic. We can be found on Comcast channels 8 and 12 and Verizon channels 32 and 42, as well as online at westwoodmediacenter.tv. I'm happy to turn things over to your host of the day, the Director of the Council on Aging, Lena Arena DeRosa. Lena, take it away.
First, I'd like to thank Westwood Media Center because they're such great partners to the Westwood Council on Aging. We couldn't continue to offer these programs without their partnership. So thank you, Connor, and thank you, Westwood Media Center. And I'd also like to thank Vera, because Vera and I have worked together for a number of years, and she's always been a really strong partner to the elders in our community. So thank you both. Let me introduce you to Vera. Vera Ochea is I'm going to read this so I get it right. Vera Ochea is a staff attorney at MetroWest Legal Services. Originally from Caracas, Venezuela, Vera graduated from Suffolk University Law School in May of 2000. Since 2008, Vera has been working as an elder attorney with the Metro Legal Service of Framingham. As an elder attorney, she provides As an elder attorney, she provides representation to seniors with mass health, housing, bankruptcy, nursing homes, drafting basic estate planning, legal documents, elder abuse, unemployment, consumer issues, and benefits. She also presents regularly at the local senior centers and holds legal clinics. MetroWest Legal Services provides free civil legal assistance to elders in substantive areas that targets elders in the greater social and economic need, minority elders and isolated elders. Legal services are free to seniors who are at least 60 years old, live in one of the towns served, including Westwood, and have a legal problem within their practice area. Welcome, Vera. It's good to have you joining us. So today we're going to talk about what is a health proxy. Just so you know, every one of you out there in the world needs to have a health proxy. Anyone who's 18 or older, I'm going to let Vera talk about that, but you need to have health proxies, people. So this is why we're doing this program today. So my first question to you, Vera, what is a health proxy?
Yes, first, thank you so much, Lena, for your kind words and for introducing me. Thank you so much for Westwood Media for allowing me to give this word of advice to some of the seniors in the town of Westwood. So yes, that's a great question, Lena. So a healthcare proxy is a legal document where someone appoints an individual, generally called an agent, under the document to make medical decisions for this person when this person is unable to make those decisions or communicate those medical decisions, him or herself. So it is a very important document. As you noted, it's a document that everybody should have because you never know when you're going to actually need it.
Why does everyone at any age really need a health proxy? Talk about that.
Yeah, so, well, in Massachusetts, again, any competent adult that is over the age of 18 might execute a healthcare proxy. And every adult that is competent should have one. Why is this? Well, because as a general right, a mental competent patient, any individual, has his own right to make medical decisions about their health care. They have the right to consult with their doctors about, risks of treatments, side effects, benefits, likelihood of success with respect to treatments, and decide what they're going to happen to their body. However, if that particular individual, if that patient, if that senior is unable to make or communicate those decisions because, let's say, he's very ill or in a coma or unconscious, or diagnosed with a type of disability which does not allow them to communicate or make these wishes, then they should have someone that can step in their shoes and be able to act on their behalf according to what this patient's or the senior's wishes and beliefs are, and eliminate, therefore, the need to go to court.
So once you've decided you realize you need a health proxy, who is the best person to be your individual health proxy?
So again, any individual that is over the age of 18 can be appointed to be an agent under a healthcare proxy document. However, a person who is executing this kind of document should really think about who is that person that they know and trust, who is the person that they feel will be appropriate to execute their wishes or follow their wishes in these circumstances where they might be at. We see that a lot of times individuals are able to appoint spouses or they appoint their children or family members, but generally speaking would be someone that they know well, that they have discussed in detail their medical wishes and beliefs, moral beliefs, religious beliefs. So if they are in this kind of circumstances, they will be able to make these choices for them.
And when does a family actually use the health proxy? When is it actually enacted?
So the healthcare proxy has to be invoked to be able to get used. And the person who does that is a physician. So in order for someone to have somebody else, in this case, the person has been designated as an agent under a power of under a healthcare proxy, to use this document or make medical decisions for this person, a doctor has to certify in writing that this individual lacks the ability to make or communicate medical decisions for himself. So that's what is called like invoking the document, invoking the proxy. Once the document is invoked by a medical professional, then the person that has been nominated, that has been appointed in this document is able to act.
Okay, so if a senior says they are competent, but a family believes otherwise, can the health proxy still be used? How does that work?
Yeah, so we see that a lot, right? We have calls from individuals that say, well, you know, my mom or my dad might not be making the best choices. We don't believe that they are competent. But at the end of the day, again, each individual retains their right to be able to make medical decisions for him or herself, unless a doctor has certified that they are not competent to do so. So only in those circumstances would that particular family or family member say, well, unfortunately, you know, this person cannot continue to make those choices for him or herself.
So seniors don't have to worry about, if they do have a health proxy, that anyone will use it, and no one can use it until a doctor says that they are no longer competent, correct?
Exactly, that's correct. There has to be a certification in writing by a physician that the individual is not able to make or communicate medical decisions for him or herself.
So people are curious, where do you get a health proxy? You know, and what does a person do after they get it signed and they fill out the paperwork? What do they do?
That's a great question. So generally speaking, a healthcare proxy is made available to individuals from like medical providers. For example, you know, if somebody's going to a hospital, they're going to have a surgery, they will be asked, do you have a healthcare proxy? Do you want to execute one? So you can, you know, access forms from a hospital, a medical provider, you know, primary care physician, you know, or you could also have, for example, an attorney draft this document. And when the document is drafted by an attorney, it might be more comprehensive than these forms that you might find from a medical provider. So the medical provider form, you know, will have the basics. It will have just basically the appointment of the individual that you're naming as your agent, what their address is, maybe their phone number so they can be reached. Maybe you know, the individual would like to appoint an alternate as well. So all that information is just in the basic document. However, when this kind of document is drafted by an attorney, there could be a statement of wishes. There could be some specific directives that are included in the document, so they can provide guidance to the agents as to what specifically the individual, the senior, would like in the event that he is in a situation of a terminal illness or a coma, or, you know, unconscious and things of that nature. So what happens after the document is signed, and generally speaking, this document requires to be signed before two witnesses to be valid, then what we recommend is that the individual who has executed the document provides a copy to their medical provider, so it's kept in their medical file. Also a copy to each of the individuals that have been named as agents in the document, if there's more than one. You know, somebody can just decide that they're just going to appoint one individual. They can be multiple agents. They could be co-agents. There's, you know, different ways that this could be potentially drafted. But yes, I mean, generally is a copy to the doctor, a copy to the people that you have named in the document as your agents. And then you can make as many copies as you go along if you need to go to have a surgery, or if you're going to visit another facility to get some procedures and they're asking you if you have a healthcare proxy.
This has been great. Now, you touched upon advanced directives. What is that? When do you use it? And where do you get one for the advanced directives?
Yes. So advanced directives are basically a statement of wishes as to what an individual would like in the event of a terminal illness or end of life situations. So it's a critical directive. So provides guidance to the healthcare proxy agent, to the individual that has been named in the healthcare proxy, so they know what their wishes are in the circumstances, right? So usually here in Massachusetts, is not recognized as in the statute the same way it is for the healthcare proxy, but it could be incorporated in a healthcare proxy document to be able to give this guidance and assistance to the individuals that are going to ultimately make these decisions for the individual.
Well, that gives everybody a basic understanding of what a health proxy is and what directives are. Everybody should have one. If you have any further questions, you can always call us here at the center or set up a remote conversation with Vera, correct, Vera? Because Vera, she will call you. We have her hours here every other month. She used to come in here, but now with the pandemic, she will call you remotely and she will explain things to you if you have any questions. Again, thank you, Vera. You are amazing, and we are so grateful to have you on our team. And thank you, Westwood Media Center, for allowing us to create this program. It is so important that every senior, in fact, every adult over 18, has a health proxy, that their doctor has a copy of it, and their family understands what their directives are. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.